experience being a hostage negotiator?
Yeah, let me say this. A lot of times we get, you better give me a car out front or I'm going to kill a hostage. Give me a car by 1 o'clock. Deadlines were almost, as a matter of fact, I can't tell you any time where a deadline was met, where, they did what they said they would do at the deadline. We would just wait till like 2 minutes before the deadline, then we call them back. So now they're talking to us and the deadline passes and stuff like that. But let me say this, and think about, and I'll tell you why I say this. Think about this. A yes without a how is a no. So think how many times, like, you get that robocall and somebody's trying to sell you siding or a new roof or a paint job or whatever it is. And sometimes we're so sick of it, we just say, yeah, sure, fine. But there's no how to it. There's no, I'll talk to your service manager and we'll set up a time and you can come out. The how part is missing. That works in negotiation, especially with business. If somebody just says yes to you, but there's no way to put that yes into action, that's a no. So a yes without a how is a no.
Interesting.
And the other thing I'll end on this. We like the negative because the negative keeps us, what you think, out of trouble. Well, if I just say no, then I'm not committed. I don't have to do it. In your interactions with people, use the negative. Would this not...
Like, would you oppose to,
yeah,
or...
would you be opposed to talking right now? Things like that. Would you be opposed to having my service manager call you? Use the negative, because no, I wouldn't be opposed at all. It makes you feel, it's kind of a psychological trick. It makes you feel like you're still in control, even though you've just committed to do something. But it still makes you feel like you're in control. So you use the negative. It works with your family, it works in business, it works at school. Use the negative. Ask the question expecting a negative answer. Not like, is it a good time now? Is now not a good time for you? That's lets them feel like they're in control.
I just recently actually learned that. So, and because my whole thing is like, when I make a call, my first thing, is it a good time right now? And for me, now I'm in the back of my mind, I'm trying to shift that. I'm trying to say, is it a bad time right now?
Exactly.
Right. So I'm trying to kind of shift it so they say no to me instead of yes. So I love that. That is so interesting, because I am trying to shift it myself, because I'm always looking at ways to communicate better, to be a better communicator, to be a better negotiator.